Coach. Thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
Check, check.
Look at me, zipper. Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time. 46.
Go. Hey, zoom. On the ball. Say go.
He'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
22. All day.
Yep.
Kill. Like 22, he's coming.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Protein spill. Shoot.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Clear. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. 59. I'm here all day.
On second and 12, Wilson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go. 30 base.
Good track.
General West.
I got wide.
Now.
Wide motion.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
94 is the mark. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Okay, ready?
6 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Go.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
46 to Mike. Get away with it.
You're out. Look at me. Zip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 33 yards that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Bills nothing.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Go.
Here I come again.
Smooth.
Come again. 46 to Mike. 46. Let's go, defense.
Snap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 16-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
19.
Check 13. Alert flare. Check 31. Switch. Bang.
Bang out. Point.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Line 90. Boost the team.
Double dog. That's the way. Slam.
Front left.
Get the edge. Come. Jim.
Hey, alert. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 18.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how do we see?
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You better bring it. You better bring it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Check. Greystone, travel. Ready.
Second and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
He'll drop to throw. No, he stays up. Going right side here, and that's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Go.
Brings up third and 5.
Check the call. Mike 22. Hey, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Look at me. Zipper.
This is Crowell, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up second
Go, go,
and
go.
2.
I'll go special. I'll go special. You guys listen, listen, listen.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he goes out right around the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Alert.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Chance.
Run pass, run pass. Nice.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Wilson. And got his man complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Check. 12, 12, 12.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Green 80.
59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Shift. Watch the shift.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
59. Mike 59.
36 power.
Big gas.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo, 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We got double up.
25.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Move 15.
59. I got you, boy.
Alert.
Tighten up.
19.
Check. 22. Check. Cover.
Good touch.
They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Gun.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
All go special.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
6 man. Check curls.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Crash.
Bang out. Bam.
Mike, check. Let's go.
They'll give it to Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Wide, get wide.
One left. 14, got it. 12.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Come on,
Go.
Right, check. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Next to score, Chargers 24, Bills 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Set. 10 Lobo.
It's time to win. It's time to run.
Yep.
Motion.
Buzz. Yo, faster.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, high 7. Now.
22's coming, Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I'm going to run you over. Check, 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 check. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's checking.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
One left. Watch the pace. 0-0-0.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
And Sanders has got it complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.